Welcome to the MVP.
It's the National Podcast.
You heard? We back again to give you the podcast that only we can give you. What it do, what's happening. It's another week. Another lot of things happening. You know what I'm saying? So we got a lot of shit to talk about this week for the people. Before we go into that, Booker,
What's
you know
happening?
how we do every week, man. We got to figure out what happened in the life of Book before we move on. What's that?
Shoot, man, I just came from a little restaurant with the Codies, you know what I'm saying, with the co-workers and everything, little event. They realized all of a sudden that my day off is Tuesday, so, you know, they no longer do shit on Saturday and Sunday because they want to include it. I appreciate it. You know, it only took you about 7 months to realize that the light-skinned nigga been missing. You feel me? But neither here nor there. I appreciate it yet still. They found a little Chinese buffet out here, man. You know what? It was actually alright. It wasn't Yangtze or you know, for people that's in our area. It ain't that. Or whatever the best Chinese spot that y'all got in your town. It ain't that. But for out here, very serviceable. You know what I'm saying? Very serviceable. Ain't like everything. I tried a couple things, you know, I'm a very particular eater. But they had a breaded, deep fried lamb chop or some shit like that, right? I said, well, shit, I like a lamb chop. Let me try it breaded. You know what I'm talking about? Don't look nothing like a pork chop. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, let me fuck with it, right? I bit into it. I ain't like it. I only took one bite and that was enough for me. Said that's not for me. But everything else was okay, man. The shit that I stuck with, you know what I'm saying? So I had a good little time with them, man. So I'm just not getting back from there. Shoot, man, they got some good ass tea though, man. Like, I had to get me a jug of that. Like, yeah, took me a picture of that shit home. And yeah, man, good little time, man. But everything else been chill, man. I just been chilling. You know, tweaking a few things in the lab, and you know, trying to keep everything under wraps. But let me share this with y'all people. France spoke on it towards the end of the last podcast, right? About the stuff that I'm, you know, composing on my end of things, right? When I say I don't know how it will be received by anybody, okay? I just make stuff and I think it's dope to me. You know what I'm saying? Now, subconsciously, like if my boys be like, yeah, man, that's good, you know, whatever. It might, I don't think nobody that I let hear my stuff thinks like this, but it makes me cast doubt upon the feedback that I get because they do know me. So who are they to burst my bubble? Book over here happy about his shit. Who on to say that shit trash? You know what I'm saying? So I think like that. But when I send shit to people that I don't know, you know what I mean? Because I want a possible feature on it. You know, I promise y'all, man. I'm 4 for 4 right now. I don't want to jinx myself. You know what I'm saying? It's real wood I'm knocking on. So, but the people that I've sent it to that have actually done music, been rapping damn near all their life type shit, like really do it. When they tell me, hey man, I fuck with it, it do something to me, man. You know what I'm saying? It validates what the people who have heard snippets or a track or whatever the case is have been saying that know me closely. You see what I'm saying? So now I can look at them and be like, oh, these niggas wasn't lying to me. They wasn't just trying to boost my ego. You know what I'm saying? It was actually good. So telling y'all, man, like you know, listen, man, it's been before it comes out, it's been a delight and privilege to let y'all hear what I've been doing, man. I'm not even gonna hold you, man, because where I'm at right now creatively, I'm in a whole different stratosphere of shit that I shouldn't even be making right now. You know what I'm saying? Because the beat dictates what I say. You know what I'm saying? Like I hear the beat and I don't know how my mind teleports to wherever the fuck it is, but it get there. You know what I'm saying? So I was just telling Franz, man, I hit him up yesterday. And before we hit record here, I told that nigga again, man, I got one, man, for them bad bitches, man. Excuse my language. I don't mean to call y'all that. But you know, even the bad bitches love when you call them a bad bitch. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a compliment. I got one for y'all. You know what I'm talking about?
Mhm.
I'm talking like I got one for the club environment. You know what I'm talking about? Where them
Mhm.
dollars at? I'm talking tip drill. I'm talking pussy pocket. I'm talking BT uncut. Baby, tell me what that thing smell like. I'm trying to kick it tonight. Whites, girls, it's so cold in the D. I got all like it ain't a combination and culmination of all those. I'm just saying I got one that would have been on that platform. You feel me? So um it's a vibe. And that's what I called the track. It's a vibe. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I got my little intro was spot on with the delivery. You know, I give my bookisms in it. You know what I'm talking about? My little wittiness. I'm Mr. Quick Witty. You feel me? So
Mhm.
I don't have shit like when I intro and I'm just talking, I don't have that shit written down. You know what I'm talking about? I'm literally just ad libbing as it flows through me. No diddy. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
it just what happens. And then when I listen back to it, I'm like, oh shit, that was actually fire. You know what I'm talking about? And then I could redo it when, you know what I'm saying, to make sure that it's in unison with the beat as best as possible. But um definitely got me one, man. I need my shit. I need P Valley to get picked back up on contract. I need Mercedes coming out with her hurt arm, hurt shoulder. You know what I'm talking about? That 7 pound of pressure. Put it aside, girl. I need you on that pole doing that thing for me. You know what I'm talking about? I need MI, quicker letter I, quicker letter I, PPI. I need Mississippi in this bitch. You know what I'm talking about? It is what
Mhm.
it is, y'all. I don't know if y'all can tell, but I'm excited by the shit that I'm over here serving and preparing. Like I ain't served it yet, but the shit that I prepared and I put on the plate, you ain't even seen it yet. But just know it's gonna be eye appeasing, and when you consume it, oh man, come on, man, you gonna act like you. It's gonna feel like you ate for 1,000 years straight. You know what I'm talking about?
Mhm.
In one day. That's what I mean. You ate so much in one day. Like another one, nigga. I'm DJ Khaled for real. God damn,
Mhm.
another one. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying my damn best. So I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm gonna fuck around and have 2 albums. I might drop them bitches at the same fucking time. You know what I'm talking about? And real talk, I can give y'all the titles of those. Cause if I do 2 albums at once, it was I don't forgot it that fast. Old ass nigga. Yeah. So speaking of old ass niggas too, corned beef hash. You eat that? Have you
No,
ever?
no.
Okay, so I officially entered old nigga territory because I got corned beef hash cans. I was in the PX and I saw them and I was like, nigga, I was eat some corned beef hash. So today I went and got eggs and I got
Mhm.
corned beef hash. So that's an old nigga meal. Only thing I'm missing is grits. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah,
hey
I ain't never
man,
ate that shit.
oh man, it give me heartburn, but I'm gonna eat it though. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna eat it. I'm definitely gonna eat it. But yeah, man, I just been chilling, man. So you know, music, getting older, getting wiser, getting stronger. Don't let it fool you. You know what I'm talking about? I look how I look, people. Like you wouldn't even know I'm this age, but I am. You know what I'm talking about? We aging well, gracefully. Me and France. I have to say that, my brother. I commend you on whatever you're doing. You know what I'm talking about? We don't look a day over, number not included. You feel me? Just
Yeah.
we don't look a day over, man. We doing our thing, man. So I think all my partners is taking care of themselves to the best of their abilities. And you know, I know they say black don't crack, man. We just trying to make that a very true testament right here. You know what I'm saying? So proud of us, man. And I hope that, you know, we get some more years of being able to feel how we feel, look how we look, and do what we do without, you know, restriction. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
for you younger people, take care of yourselves now. That way it carry on over, you know, in your latter years of your life. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple things that I wish I did do better that you know, my injuries included. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, I still make the most of what I got to work with, and I'm blessed nonetheless. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey,
Man, got a lot. Like I said, got a lot to talk about this week.
Mm-hmm.
First, before we go on, man, we had a couple notable people
Yeah.
pass on to the other side. We had
Yeah.
O.J. Simpson, we had Mr. C, and Rico Wade. So,
Yeah.
want to show my respect to them. Um, OJ, I mean, y'all know he was a football player. Y'all know all the controversies he went through, stuff he had.
Jeez.
Lately, because of, I want to say, Cameron and Mace, we've been able to see a different side of OJ before he died. Thought that was kind of cool. Mr. C,
Yeah.
I'll let you speak on Mr. C. I ain't really heard from him in a minute. Um,
Got nothing. Just rest in peace, brother.
okay, rest in peace, my brother.
Yeah.
And Rico Wade, legendary, legendary producer for Organized Noise and Dungeon Family.
Mm-hmm.
Played numerous hits, plethora of hits.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he definitely will be missed. You know what I'm saying? So, rest in peace to them three brothers right there. If probably, I mean, I know other people have died. That's the notable ones that I know of. So,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful if I miss somebody. That's who came across the table right there. Moving on. We got some stuff to talk about. We got the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah.
know what's going on with that.
This been out for a couple weeks though, people, but forgot to just to touch on it. Um, I'm conflicted. This the NBA I'm talking about, people. I'm conflicted with what the credentials and the criteria for making the Hall actually is. You know what I'm talking about? I felt as though that you had to be a game changer, not for a season, not for two, not for three. Okay, like you had to literally be one of them Knicks. And I think at this point in time, they just running out of niggas to find to put into the Hall of Fame, so they just letting anybody in. And this is not to discredit the career that you did have, but I just think there's some better niggas out there that ain't in the Hall that got better accolades and a better argument that should be like, hey, I'm Hall worthy. You know, I was the nigga at the top for a few years. Well, if not one, I was two or three. You know what I mean? But I feel as though they letting top 20 niggas, like the bottom of the barrel, get in there right now. And I'm not feeling that. I don't want
You
to
got
call
you got
nigga
to be
top
more
20.
specific for me.
Top 20 is um I
Who?
feel like, and just because you got a nickname, I'm getting into it. And just because you got a nickname, that don't make you hall worthy. Okay? Let me say that because Glenn Big Baby Davis, he got a nickname. He ain't in the hall. Okay. So let's think of that. Who I am speaking to and towards and about. Shout out to Vince Carter, deserving, deserving to be in there. Okay. There's no argument. That man played 20 years, had over 25K in points, led a franchise from the pits of where they were and made them, you know what I'm saying, got them on TV, reinvigorated them. You know what I'm talking about? Air Canada Center. You know what I'm talking
Made him
about?
relevant because they
There
wasn't
you
nothing
go.
before him.
Did
Mhm.
all of that. You know what I'm talking about? Didn't nobody care about no Toronto jerseys. Now them shits is popping. You went into the dunk contest, half man, half amazing. One of the greatest at the time, the greatest, because I think it revolutionized the dunk contest. So I'm gonna say that's the greatest dunk contest ever. Now we've seen better competitions for sure. Second would be Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine the first time for me, right? So, but as far as the excitement level, it had never been higher than when that man graced us. And don't let us not forget, you know what I'm saying, one of my favorite players of all time, Chase McGrady was in there. And I think T Mac would have won that bitch had it not been for Vince Carter. But Vince Carter was just on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that that brother is from Olympics, like to just, man, dude, incredible, man. I think he did a great job. And he was a bona fide winner from everywhere that he went. You know what I'm saying? He was one shot away from being in the NBA finals. But we know AI got in there. And I'm gonna talk about that too. So, but AI made it that year. You know what I'm saying? They lost to your Lakers 4-1, but you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So, and it's ironic that your Lakers get brought back up because that's why I think this person even got in, is because he was part of a team that beat y'all. Okay. I'm talking about Chauncey Billups, Mr. Big Shot himself. Okay.
Oh,
The nigga that
nah,
talked
nah.
crazy about Carmelo, like Carmelo won that nigga. Like just all this shit. Oh, if we lost by 20, but he had 40, he'd be happy. But if we won by 15 and he only had 20, he'd be upset in the locker room. That nigga. Okay? The nigga who think he better than what he was. Because he wasn't, let's be real, when he came in the league, he wasn't shit. He got drafted third overall by Boston, I believe it was third. And he wasn't good. He wasn't good. He ain't good until he got traded. I forget where he went after Boston. I don't think it was straight to Detroit. I think he went somewhere else. I'm not too sure. But he didn't become an all-star until he got to Detroit. Now you came into a culture of in Detroit with Larry Brown coaching. You know, you had the defensive player of the year, Ben Wallace. You know what I'm saying? You had Rip Hamilton. You had some players there. It ain't like he himself brought them out of the pits. He contributed. You know what I'm saying? But they was not a terrible team, to say the least. Okay. He did give guidance and direction as a point guard should. But I think, yeah, you had a great series against the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? And I think you get more credit because, I think Kobe might have guarded him and he was able to just hit some miraculous shots, stuff like that, when it was needed most. But like, man, you can't ride that one chip and finals MVP all the way to the Hall of Fame, man. Like that don't mean nothing to me. That don't mean nothing to me. Because I look at it like this, and Andre Iguodala, his numbers don't say that he's Hall of Fame candidate, but he's a bona fide winner. You know what I mean? He has what, 3, 4 championships with Golden State. He's got a gold medal in the Olympics and a Finals MVP. You know what I mean? Regardless of, I don't even know how he got that still. Like LeBron led every damn statistical category at that fucking play. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. So you got that. And I just think that Chauncey Billups was a good NBA player, but not a game changer. Not a game changer. And I think the Hall of Fame is for those players who transcend the game at some point in time, who were bona fide superstars, bona fide elite players. I just don't think he's that. In comparison to regular civilians, yeah, you elite. But in the pool of the NBA, you wasn't never a top 5 point guard to me, no matter what time frame we talking about. You was never that. You was never the catalyst. So you didn't strike fear into nobody. And I just looking at your career averages, like that don't do it for me, man. Don't do it for me. And I know towards the tail end you went to the Clippers, you hurt your Achilles and stuff like that, but then you went to Denver and stuff like that. But look, man, no, I just don't think he's Hall of Fame worthy. And it's okay. It's okay. Some people can have all-star careers. That's what you had. You didn't have a Hall of Fame career. And I think there needs to be a little bit more little bit strictness, gotta be a little bit stricter at the gates of the hall. You know what I'm saying? You can't open it up to everybody. Everybody can walk in and visit, but everybody can't get a goddamn on head. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just something we can't do. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to discredit him too much. It might sound like I'm bashing him. I know if you're a Detroit Pistons fan or whatever the case is, you might feel a different way. But he was only good for a few years, man, and that ain't enough to get you in there when you wasn't the elite level player, like I said. So I just don't see it. I don't see it. Don't see it.
I don't know. I'm thinking. I'm trying to think of other players that's in the Hall of Fame. Because to be honest, like point guards ain't they don't have like the most stats. They just run the team, and sometimes that's all it takes. Like Jason Kidd,
Jason
you,
got the
you
stats.
I'm looking right now. He averaged 12 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists
Top 3 assists in the
over
league.
a career.
Top 3, top 4, something like that.
Over a
Ever.
career, though. Let me
Ever.
see. Let
He
me look
top
at
5
John.
assists. John Stockton, Mark Jackson, Chris Paul, Jason Kidd, and then I think it's also LeBron. Did I say
Let me
Steve
look.
Nash? Something like that. He top.
Chauncey Billups averaged 15, 2, and 5.
That bro, that ain't Hall of Fame.
I just read off Jason Kidd. It
But
just
Jason Kidd, we know what Jason Kidd.
yeah.
We know what Jason Kidd was. Don't let them late years of him playing with the Knicks and Dallas. That's why his career level, his averages dropped. That's just like T Mac.
That,
T Mac was
that's
a 25-point scorer before the knee injury, and then he went to fucking New York, averaging like 14. Then he went to Atlanta, averaging like 8 and 10. Like it's stuff
it
like that.
happens.
When you stay
It
too
happens with a lot of
long,
people. Though. Let me
yeah,
see.
that's the tail end of your careers. This wasn't his tail end of his career. That was his career. There's a difference. There's no reason why I'm looking at you and I'm like, well, damn, what the hell happened? Oh, okay, we know what happened and why his stuff had dropped off. But nah, man, no, that's not the same. That
His
ain't the same.
numbers are comparable to Gary Payton.
Again, Gary Payton played for who? That boy
I
played
think
when he left the Sonics. He went to Milwaukee. Then from Milwaukee, he went to the Celtics. No, he went to the Lakers. Then to the Celtics. He played too many years as well, and was relegated to being a role player. He wasn't that 20 and 8 guy no more, or whatever his normal averages was.
I'm just looking at people career stats. You know what I'm saying? We talk about
Nah, I
point
can't
guard.
give him that. I
I'm,
can't
I'm,
give
I'm
him that.
talking about real true point guards. The nigga
Yeah,
ran the team. He did his thing. He
that's
played.
the glove, bro.
I
We know
think I
what the
think
glove did.
I
We
think the
know what the
reason why
glove was about.
you see him like that is because he was in Detroit. Nobody was watching them
Oh,
in Detroit. Nobody gave them a
oh,
chance. Well, they was in
oh.
Detroit. Nobody paid attention to Chauncey Billups like that.
They
But
paid attention to Ben Wallace.
I think he had a decent career. I didn't care about no Ben Wallace like that. I was a
I
Laker
mean,
fan.
he
I didn't
got.
care about nobody at that time. We was it.
What I'm saying is they have arguments as to why they are who they are. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, shit, was Rasheed on that team?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sheed was on that team. Like, come on, man. Ben Wallace, Sheed, Tayshaun Prince, Rip Hamilton, and Chauncey Billups, man. That is a great fucking five right there.
It
That's a great
was.
starting lineup. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Great fucking starting lineup, man. Like, well, let's not act like that, man. Like, I don't know what they be on, bro. Is Sheed in
I
the Hall
think
of Fame? I don't even think Sheed in the Hall of Fame.
let me see.
I think Rasheed Wallace deserves to be in there.
I can see
Personally,
that. But I don't see him getting there because all the
technicals and a hoopla.
technicals and all that shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he not in there.
Yeah, like, come on, man. I will put Sheed in before I put, like, that's some, come on, man.
Nah,
There's a lot of other players, man. There's other players that was better for longer that deserve. You know what I'm saying? And if we just talking about accolades for Hall of Fame, because that's what that sounds like. I don't know how you get in with 15, 2, and 5. I mean, Robert Horry deserves to be in it. The boy got 7 rings. You know what I'm talking about? You talk about
Mhm.
Big Shot. Yeah, all you did was coin his name and just change it to Mr. Big Shot. That's Big Shot Bob. Don't take my shit and try to remix it. You know what I'm saying? That boy
Mhm.
got 7 fucking rings. Integral. He wasn't no. He came in and did exactly what he was supposed to. Y'all go to the finals. That nigga won games for all 7 rings. You know what I'm talking
Mhm.
about? He made plays, and he deserved, in my opinion, my assessment, he deserved to be in there. He deserved to be in there as one of the greatest, if nothing else, one of the greatest champions because the nigga wins. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how
Mhm.
many years he played, but damn, you got 7 of them things. You know what I'm talking about? That's a pretty damn high average.
I don't know, man. I feel what you're talking about, but I don't think he that bad, man.
I ain't putting Chauncey in there.
I think
I don't know who
Chauncey
other I don't know who the other people, the candidates were on the list, But look at it, man, that pool getting scarce. You know what I'm talking about? Let me sign a 10-day contract and let me get my name thrown up in there for the Hall of Fame.
To your point, though, I'm looking up the top 20 point guards all time. He ain't on this list.
Ain't nowhere to be found.
Yeah, they ain't got him on the list.
But again, at some point, just not now. Because there's been niggas that waited 40 years before they got into the Hall.
Mm-hmm.
Like, damn, bro. Come on, man.
Let me see
I
Chris
thought for
Paul.
sure Chris Webber would have been a first ballot Hall of Famer. They made that nigga wait damn near 4 years. Like, come on, man. I don't know how long Chauncey waited, so I'm not saying he was first ballot, but Chris Webber deserved. You know what I'm saying? That boy was nice.
Yeah, but Chris Webber ain't win nothing either. Chauncey won at least.
He went against your boys, man. Like
that make it even better. That's probably why he in the Hall of Fame right there. You beat Kobe and Shaq.
the measuring stick.
Yeah.
No.
Hey,
See,
he beat
he beat.
four Hall of Famers on that
Y'all
team.
beat old ass niggas past their prime outside of Kobe. Okay, let's be real. Gary was past his prime. Karl Malone was past his prime. Shaq was out of shape all fucking season long. Now the years. Let's take those three factors right there in comparison to them boys that was over there that was younger, more athletic, and was just running, built to run. Okay, so Chris Webber ran into a hungry Shaq, dominant, peak Shaq. Throw the ball at Chris Dudley, like push a nigga off when I dunk on him. That's the nigga that Chris Webber ran into, and his center was Vlade Divac and Brad Miller.
He was still playing that year.
Come on, man.
He was playing that year. We lost to Detroit. He could have beat us. We could have not made it to the Western Conference Finals. But he didn't do it. Let's get back into it. But when you talk about Chris Webber, I think that's It's kind of a comparable player to me. Chauncey Billups and
not one draft pick.
It don't matter. I don't care about no draft picks. I'm talking about NBA.
He was nice everywhere he went.
Nah.
Wasn't never in obscurity. Was nice in Golden State. Was nice when he went to the Bullets. Was nice when he went to Sacramento. And then he got hurt. His knee.
Yeah.
Hurt his knee playing against the Jazz. I still remember. Yeah. Hurt his knee playing against the Jazz. Mm-hmm. Obviously, that's the microfracture shit. He was never the same after that. So, of course, before then, his averages was 20 and 10. Mm-hmm. Y'all can look him up. He averaging that. Or at high 18s and 10, double-digit rebounds. All those years. Then after that, fall off. He go to Philly. You know what I'm saying? Out of shape, can't win. Then he go to Detroit, out of shape, can't win. You know what I'm saying? He's a shell of himself. So I don't look at those years. I know they count towards your career, but when I was at my peak, couldn't nobody do nothing with me type shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it.
He's almost left with 20 and 10 though.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. And they kept him out for years. Mm-hmm. Come on, man. Like, that's not the same, man. That boy, you looked at him and arguably all those years, who is the best power forward in the league? They were all in the West. Mm-hmm. Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Chris Webber. And you couldn't have went wrong. Nobody would have been wrong to say Chris Webber was better than Tim Duncan. Now, overall, we know what Tim Duncan was, you know what I'm saying, and became. But during that time, all three of them got busy. You know what I'm saying? So nobody could literally just be like, oh, this person's that much better. Like they all did things better than the other person. All brought a different flair and pizzazz to the game. So, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It was that. You know what I'm saying?
So, got a question.
Yeah.
So you don't believe Brett should be in that period? You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't think he should be.
Hey.
And that's okay. And it's okay if you don't make the Hall of Fame. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think we got a announcement today that Blake Griffin is retiring? Do you think he can make it?
No. He better not make it.
I think so either. But shout out to
If
Blake
that
Griffin.
nigga makes it, I'm done with it. I don't even care about the ceremony no more. I don't even care about it no more.
He had an impact on the game for a little while.
Duncan, that's it. That nigga ain't did nothing else.
Yeah, he had an impact on the game still. I mean, people were
Nigga
scared,
couldn't shoot. He couldn't shoot. Can't do nothing.
but people were
That
scared
now
to come through that. People were scared to jump with him.
he got some Hall of Fame dunks. That's it.
Yeah. So shout
The
out to
two
Blake
that he got
Griffin,
on
man.
Pau Gasol are two of my favorite ones he ever did in his life.
Yeah.
Them shits were different.
Mm-hmm.
The one where Powell wasn't even looking at that caught it was on his back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, did power on. Yeah.
Yeah, Powell got up mad at the ref, trying to argue with him. Oh, don't be mad at the ref, nigga. Be mad at the nigga. Put his nuts on your neck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. But you know, teach his own, man. I just don't see it. That's all, man. I ain't trying to shun him or nothing. Like I just your name came across the list, my dude. When I saw it and they was like Chauncey Billups and Vince Carter, I'm like, nigga, that's not even the same type of player right there. How? How? You know what I'm saying? So,
Gotcha. Man,
uh,
we had a big kerfuffle about AI, man. About his statue that they put out there. It's a big thing. Don't get me wrong. I was a little taken aback by the size of a statue that small.
that big.
Yeah, that was about that big. Yeah, it was
That's
that
big.
big. But as we learned and we progressed, we found out that at their practice facility, all of the statues are that small. Mose Malone, Dr. J, Charles Barkley, plenty of them out there. And they statues are literally that big. I think that's man, that's kind of messed up, man. Let's just be honest. Y'all had some great players. Y'all had some people that changed the game. Y'all got Dr. J. Why in the world is there not a real big statue of Dr. J in front of the arena? I don't understand that. So once y'all said AI was getting a statue, I'm thinking he getting a big statue out in front, right next to the Rocky statue or some shit like that. You can't get mad at everybody else for assuming because when we say a statue, that's what it is. Y'all got, you know what they got? They got a bust. That's what the Hall of Fame call it. In the football, it's a bust of the player. That's what that was. It was a bust. It wasn't a statue. Call it what it is.
That's a pedestal. That's a pedestal. I look at it.
Mm-hmm.
That's an emblem on a car. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? It's the size of our figurines, is what I call them. The Donatello, Michelangelo, Leonardo, Raphael.
Mm-hmm.
God dang on same size, y'all. If y'all can see over Francis' right shoulder, that's exactly what it is. Right shoulder would be right now. His left side is on his right side. The right side is the right side. Okay. Right side would be over here, people. Okay. Just so y'all know when y'all looking, don't get confused. All right. So book know what we're talking about. Now, it's the same damn size. Who can see that? How can I tell that's AI? You can't. The only thing that would let you know is AI is because he got the ball like that. Now, the design of it and everything like that, maybe they was just like, man, we wanted to give AI a big statue, but we saw how they fucked up Kobe statue. You know what I'm saying? When you got to put more detail, shit go awry. And we ain't want to do that. But all you got to do is just double check it before you unveil it. You know what I'm saying? Who QCing this shit? You know what I'm saying? Because when you unveil that, I guess it goes with his nickname. Well, he got two, the question and answer. But I had more questions than answers that day. Like, who thought this was okay? And I don't think Dr. J, Mose Malone, Charles Barkley, any other prominent people in Philadelphia basketball allure would have been upset if y'all gave that boy AI a fucking statue because he did the most with the least amount possible. You know what I'm saying? He did all he could, pound for pound, the greatest basketball player. That little man fearless. Bubba Chuck. Ain't nothing to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So, and the nerve of you niggas. We talking about practice. Practice? And that's where you put my statue. I get all the other ones is there. But nigga, you shouldn't even put mine over there. That's the most famous fucking, it's one of the most famous. Damn show most famous NBA interview. Post game, pre game, whatever. You know what I'm talking about? Presser. That's ever happened. You know what I'm talking about? So I give him his, and then Westbrook, any of his really. But nigga, what is you talking about? Like, nigga, you like that nigga there because you don't know what the fuck he gonna say. And then you
Westbrook,
gotta go to John. You know,
my
huh?
bad. Westbrook Hall of Fame.
Man, I'm froze. You froze.
Now you get. I see you now.
Westbrook.
You back.
You said Westbrook Hall of Fame?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm back.
Yes, most definitely.
Okay, that's one.
Without
You
a
say his name. I just wanted to see.
question. Without a question. First ballot.
Yeah,
First
I
ballot.
agree with you.
First
I agree.
ballot.
With
Not
you.
even a
Averaging
debate.
triple
Not even
doubles
a
and
debate.
stuff. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
You good?
Undeniable. Undeniable. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like, who they cannot put and should not put. Though his talent, that's the difference. His talent was there, but they cannot put Derrick Rose in there. You see what I'm saying? But shit, you don't open up the floodgates now. You don't let Chauncey in. Why can't you let Derrick in? But Derrick, he don't have years in his prime to justify being Hall of Fame worthy. But the talent wise, clearly galactic. You know what I'm talking about? The boy was different. We know that, but he just didn't give enough. He got an MVP, the youngest ever. You know what I'm saying? Had battles with Bron, and you could say that's the only reason why he probably ain't got a ring is because he had to go against them. You know what I'm saying? The Heat Big Three. You know what I'm saying? So it's tough, man.
I'm
It's
putting
tough.
Chicago D Rose in the Hall of Fame, man. He got to get it.
Yeah, but not officially. Unofficially.
Yeah.
Unofficially.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He
But that kind of
definitely,
opens that kind
without
of opens the
injury,
door
he
for
would
your
be
boy.
there.
It opens the door for T Mac, Grant Hill.
See
It
that
opens the door for them. Yeah, T Mac is
My
in
boy
my bad.
already?
But yeah, I remember like a year or two ago he got in there.
No, first ballot.
First ballot? I can't
First
remember.
ballot. I
Yeah.
remember. First ballot.
Grant Hill not in there
No
though,
talk
right?
about. Huh?
Grant Hill not in, right?
He is.
Grant Hill's in the Hall of Fame?
I think so.
Shoot.
Don't get me lying. He should. He better be. That nigga better
If they
be.
in the Hall of Fame, shit, then which one call it can be in the Hall of Fame? Shit.
Nah, Grant got to be in there, bro. Grant got to be in there. He gave us at least. He gave us a lot of years.
Oh yeah,
Of
he was in 2018. This shit, yeah.
yeah.
Derrick Rose get in the Hall of Fame. Shoot. Yeah, hell yeah.
Man, I don't know, bro. I'm gonna have to like for what D Rose was, man. God, man, it's like you see these players where they just different, man, and they get robbed, man. Like, I know he passed it, but I know he be looking at some of these niggas like, man, you ain't even that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how my mind be. Like, nigga, in my prime, like, boy, if I don't hurt, nigga, y'all niggas is trash. Yeah, nothing you could do with me. You know what I'm saying? But it's one of those. I'm not comparing myself saying I'm NBA caliber player, y'all. No, I'm just talking about the niggas that be around the area that think
Okay, I
they
was about to
think they
say.
not. They say
I was
shit.
about to say. I
You
was
know
gonna
what I'm
let
saying?
you get it off, and then I was gonna come back with it.
Hey,
Like,
I'm overseas worthy. I'm overseas worthy. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't NBA. I ain't gonna hold it up. I'm saying maybe G League affiliate. You know what I'm talking about? The Tucson Tornadoes or whatever niggas call themselves. But I could, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. No, D Rose was nobody would debate that nigga had all the talent in the world and superstar elite level player written all over him. I just don't see that when I look at some of these other niggas that they letting in the hall. You know what I'm saying? And I think there just need to be what's the criteria? Just like when voting for MVP and all these other, you know what I'm saying? Like one year is the nigga with the best stats. Then it's the year that nigga, okay, you the best player on the best team. Like what? What is the criteria for MVP? What is the criteria for Hall of Fame? What is the criteria in these metrics that they are using to give these awards out to these individuals? You know what I'm saying? That's all I want to know. You give me something to write, you make it clear and don't deviate from it. You check all the boxes, or you got to at least check 7 of the 10. You know what I'm saying? That's what they got to do, man. And right now they just let niggas in with 3 out of 10, and I'm like, that ain't enough to me. Nigga got a Finals MVP. Nigga got a ring. Okay, so what else can we go? It says multiple All-Stars, but he made an All-Star, so let's give it to him. It ain't the same, man. We ain't doing that. Ain't doing that. Can't do it.
Let's stay on the NBA train, man. I'm being a little selfish right now, man. My Lakers play tonight. I'm getting a little annoyed by the talk I'm hearing. A lot of people saying we should just roll over and let the Pelicans beat us, so we don't have to play Denver first round.
But then y'all got to play another team to secure the 8 seed.
Exactly. My thing is, I don't like that kind of talk. It's like if our plans is to win the championship, we're gonna have to play them anyway. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Beat Pelicans. Go out there and try to beat the damn the Denver Nuggets. If we beat them, good to go. We battle tested now. Let's go into the playoffs. We good. If not, then we gonna go to fuck home. But dodging people and all that shit, I don't respect that. I want my Lakers jersey today because I believe LeBron gonna go out there and he gonna go put up a good fight. He gonna go whoop some ass, and we gonna play Denver, and we're gonna go home after this round. That's what I believe. I believe it's real easy. I believe we won and done this year. But shout out. It is what it is.
Long y'all don't get swept, right?
Yeah, don't come on now. Make it interesting.
Them niggas is like 10-0 against y'all these last couple of years, bro.
I know.
So
that's why I ain't got no faith. And
y'all ain't beat these niggas in a hot minute, bro. All the games is close, though. That's the crazy shit. Like, all y'all games be right there for the taking.
That's my thing. They be right there, but then something happen. Jokic do some shit, and I don't know. But let's win. Let's do what we gotta do. They talking about LeBron going to Paris and playing in the Olympics and shit.
Olympics, yeah.
If he doing that, get that man some rest. Ain't the Olympics this year? Ain't it this summer? Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
Fuck.
Sure is.
He don't need to be playing additional games. Like, nigga, if we not gonna beat Denver, let that man get done and go home early. We don't need to play them in the 3 rounds later and then get our ass blasted. I mean, let that man go home and rest up for Paris. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is. I do think we have a shot, but we got to be clicking on all cylinders. I'm not just saying we just gonna give it away, but I'm a realistic Laker fan, man. I'm not a idiot. I know this stacked up against us, and I don't respect just not winning just because we scared to play somebody. What kind of bullshit is that? We supposed to have the 2 best niggas in the NBA, LeBron and AD. Well, how we scared to play somebody? Fuck that. Let's go out there. Let's do what we gotta do, man.
Gotta compete, baby.
How you feel about Orlando? We ain't talked about them in a minute, man. But you know what I'm saying? Them boys
Pardon me. Before we talk about the niggas that been out here actually winning shit, you know what I'm saying? Niggas been out here tripping and talking crazy about us, man, for so goddamn long. Hold on, no, that ain't it. It's the wrong damn head. It's not even in this case, my bad. You know what I'm talking about? It only makes sense. It only matter of fact. Let me give y'all some light. Some extra light.
Okay. I don't know what kind of fan you is. You gotta look that hard for that hat. You know what I'm saying?
I don't. But see, we suited and booted. We ready for war. So it only makes sense that it come out this case. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, out the ammo case. I'm sorry, the camo case, as AD would say. So yeah, first hat in the pocket too. Oh my God, glory! Yo, man. Hey, man, it's been a long fucking time since we've been prominent at anything in Orlando. You know what I'm talking about? We haven't sniffed the playoffs in a long time. I got to say shout out to my coach. You know what I'm saying? I got to say shout out to my players. I got to say shout out to my organization for just remaining steadfast and just not trying to fast track anything. Now, I'm not saying, people, that we going to sit here and win the damn championship. That I'm not going to say. All right? We have a formidable foe in the first round, okay? We're playing Cleveland, okay? But let's be real. Cleveland been up and down this season. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what type of Cleveland you gonna get, because everybody expected Cleveland to beat the Knicks last year, and that ain't worked out too well. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping for that same repeat offense for you Cleveland Cavalier fans. You know what I'm talking about? I believe we won. We won, and we went to the championship. We went to the NBA Finals that season. You know what I'm saying? So again, I'm not predicting that much, heroisms and heterics from us, but I think that I'm just happy that we're there, man. I'm just happy that we're there. 47-35. Ironically enough, same record as y'all. You know what I'm saying? So had a great year, man. Had a great year. I'm proud of them. Looking forward to what's still to come. You know what I'm saying? It seems as though we're figuring it out. And usually that's when teams make it to the playoffs, is when they understand their identity. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit of luck involved, but when you win 12 more games over 500, you know what I'm saying? When you're 12 games over 500, it means you're doing something right. You know what I'm saying? And for a minute, y'all, we was number 2. You know what I'm saying? So in the league. And if you look at the record, I think maybe 3 games separate the 5th seed from the 2nd. You know what I mean? So we was right there, man, and I'm proud of us. Just happy that we're there. I'm gonna cheer for them. Cheer for them like I ain't got no business cheering for them. But that's my team, that's my squad, that's who I love, and we gonna get it done. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. I got a question for you though.
Yeah.
If you could just tell the people, I know some of the fans or some of the people listening are thinking the same thing. Who is y'all coach? Like, just
don't know. Some guy. He's doing a great job. Coach of the year. Coach of the year. Coach. What's up, Coach?
So, bro, I'm trying to figure it out. Now we got. How you gonna be a fan? Did all that shit and don't know y'all head coach?
He not playing the games. Okay, he on the sideline. What's that nigga name?
Let me look it up for y'all.
Last time I checked, we had a black head coach.
Jamali Mosley.
There it is. Thank you. Had a black coach.
Yeah.
That's all I knew. I knew he black. I know he black. That's all I knew. You know what I'm saying? So what his name is, couldn't tell you.
I
forget where he came from. Because I think
I seen the dude all the time, but I just don't know what his name is. I don't know how to say it. Okay.
Coach.
Coach, I got you. Yeah. Okay. Shout out to Coach. Shout out.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's get into something, man. Last week we talked about J. Cole, man. We talked about J. Cole issuing an apology. I respected it. You didn't. On some hip hop shit, you like, fuck that. I ain't like it. Then this week we had Drake come out with a response. And then after Drake responded, a lot of people got mad about it. Then we had Rick Ross. He didn't take a day. He came right back with some shit. You know what I'm saying? So I got to see how you feel about this first. Let's start with Drake. How did you feel about the Drake diss? Let's go with that one first.
Well, let me paint this for everybody. It's more so like I like, obviously we drop on Sunday, people, but we tell y'all we record in advance, right? Mm-hmm. So by the time Sunday comes, this shit happened on like Friday and Saturday. Obviously, we've already talked on Tuesday, Wednesday, right? But when these things happen, I like developments. You know what I'm saying? I like to be able to have the developments. It allows us, by the time we get in, now the unfortunate thing is, somebody might come out with something now after we finish taping. Yeah. And then it look like, well, these niggas is all, we behind, nigga, but we on time when we talking about the shit. All right. So Drake's is what you want me to talk about, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what beat is the real beat because there was like several different beats going around. You know what I'm talking about? Now, the one that I heard would Get Money in the background, Junior Mafia, Lil C's and them, Biggie. Yeah, that one I like. You know what I'm saying? The beat that was there. But if we talking about just the lyrics, that nigga shot at everybody. And to me, everything that he shot hit. That nigga was 20 for 20 behind the 3-point line. Fuck that. Nigga was 20 for 20 from half court. Okay?
Mhm.
I think every jab that he threw connected. You know what I'm saying? Um, Now, for the detractors and the naysayers that be like, "Oh, and he ain't go that hard," the nigga was literally going at everybody. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like when it was Meek. You know what I'm saying? I gotta just focus on one person, shoot my shit. You know what I'm saying? Pop off. Like I gotta go against this nigga, that nigga. That nigga said something. I heard that nigga said something. That nigga, that nigga, that nigga, that nigga, that nigga, that. So he did exactly what he needed to do. Let niggas know I'm with the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say this, and if you keep on, then we can play. I loved it. I ain't even gonna hold you. I loved it, and I like the shit that he was saying in there. It's like, oh God, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? You in the scope right now. Like I like shit like that. I like that Drake. You know what I'm talking about?
Mhm.
And nigga, it's two of me in my top in my big three. Stupid motherfucker. Like I like all that shit. Just slick shit. You know what I mean? The shit he said across to me was true. You know what I'm saying? Like I gave you your first one, and then the others after that. You know what I'm saying? Like in reality, like
He wasn't talking to Ross.
mm,
He was talking to
so
Future on
who
that
was he
one.
talking?
Future.
Future or Weekend? Who was he talking to?
That was
Because
a
I don't know.
that was a Future diss right there.
That was a feature.
Future.
Okay.
Future. He gave Future his first number one single. Mm,
Future. Okay. Okay. Wiggy, wiggy, wiggy.
mm.
I know I heard that part. I love wiggy, wiggy, wiggy. I don't know about
Mm,
that. You know what I'm talking about? I like that wiggy, wiggy, wiggy.
mm,
Like I love that shit. I like the video too.
mm.
Video fire. But oh man, I just he was on tour, so everybody's like, oh, well, he ain't saying nothing. I like how he addressed, he didn't down Cole, but just let him know, man, that shit was, like what K Dot did wasn't even, you know what I'm saying, wasn't even good enough for you to even feel like you had to say something. You know what I'm saying? I think that's more so what Drake was saying to Cole. You know what I'm saying? I still don't like the fact that Cole backed out, but I love what Drake did.
I,
I loved it. You know
and
what I'm saying?
and
And
I
I ain't even a Drake fan like that. You know what I mean? But that shit was fire.
I agree with Drake to that extent. Like when we was talking about J. Cole, I didn't know why he said anything to begin with. He didn't really say nothing to him. So it's like you should have just stayed out of that shit. But I gotta agree with you. Drake did his thing. I'm not mad at it. Drake did his thing. It's kind of hard, um, I guess, to stay focused because people really, honestly, they heard everybody talking shit about Drake, but nobody really cares. They only really care about what he's going to say about Kendrick. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what people the main thing. So it's like, okay, you got them out the way. Now let's see what comes from that. But Rick Ross
I look
came out with a diss
oh,
track, and that shit just sound magnificent. I don't know, that shit was hard to me. That Rick Ross
oh,
song was
bro,
hard,
yeah,
and he wasn't even saying like
got
that
the right
much
beat.
of stuff. It just how he be sounding, that shit just sounds so good. I like, and then he put
Black
it out.
Betty.
He put it out on streaming platforms. Now I got the shit on rotate. I ain't gonna lie, I got it on there. It's shit dope. Um, how you feel about Rick Ross joint? Man? How you feel about Rick Ross diss track?
Well, we know we did our top rappers, you know what I'm saying? People that we listen to. Ross is in my top 10. I think I had him at like number 7 or 6, one of them two.
Mhm.
I fuck with Ross. You know what I'm saying? I like the way that the nigga, it's his projection and delivery that just make you be like, oh, you know what I'm talking about? Like, just make you just, oh, for no goddamn reason. And man, I don't know, man. I ain't even in no weird stuff or nothing like that. I just love how that nigga sound on shit, man. I can't even, everything I've heard this nigga on, bro, like, I just be like, man, I fuck with it just because it's him. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, nigga could be talking about Wingstop. We got the lemon pepper chicken wings and fried seafood. Like it don't matter. It's just the way that the nigga do it, man. It's just like, boy, that's so simple, but it's so fire. You know what I'm talking about? And he had some little thing. He had some little in there. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, you know what I'm saying? And real talk, man, it was more so the nigga just not even rapping, just talking to him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? I think that hurt more. You know what I'm saying? Like them shit stung a little bit more because he just talking shit to you, and it's just like, God, man,
He's
talking
a
about you, man.
master at picking beats too. Like the beat was just hard.
Yes.
So
Perfect,
it
perfect,
it,
man.
it was good. To me, that's a side battle, and right now, I think Drake need to be more laser focused because Kendrick is not one of those dudes to be played with. We heard I sent you supposedly a leak diss um,
Yeah, the second one I heard, yeah,
from Kendrick.
when he was like, I made a nigga back off.
That shit was
If
crazy.
if that's real, clearly told he don't feel how you feel. You know what I'm saying? Because that nigga said you was scared before he even really got started with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I said,
I
God,
haven't
boy,
heard it
like
nowhere. Nobody was
nigga.
talking about this. Um, damn, I want to play it, but I think we gonna get fucking banned. That shit
Who,
hard.
Simba?
That shit hard.
Who's
That
which
Kendrick. I
one?
like that Kendrick shit, man.
Oh, the Kendricks. Okay, okay. You
Yeah,
heard the one Simba did?
yeah. Simba nice too. Yeah, Simba was nice with it. Yeah. Hey, shout out to everybody just dissing everybody right now, man. It's just a
Hey, nigga, I'm making. I'm joining. I'm joining in, dog. I'm joining in. I'm making a diss against K. Dot, Ross, and Drake. Come
just
holler
do
at
it.
me. You know
I'm
what
gonna
I'm
just
talking
be in
about?
the
I heard.
background with ad
Hey,
libs. Man, fuck that nigga, man. That's what I'm gonna just do in the background. Fuck that nigga, man. It's just that's what we gonna do because everybody dissing everybody
everybody
right
else got one shit. Why not me?
now. Look,
Why not me?
I,
Damn.
I don't
It's
know, man.
exciting times, dude. It's exciting
It's
times.
exciting at the
The
same
thing I
time.
don't like though,
I don't think it's necessary.
but this the one thing that I don't like
Mhm.
is some of the shit Ross was saying. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like Ross is over there inciting violence. Like him saying shit like when you see me do something, like all this type crate, like dude, just we trying not to have that type of energy. Yeah, we want the lyrical warfare, we want the competitiveness, you know what I'm saying? We want the war of words. That's it. We don't want it to extend beyond that. You know what I mean? But it's like when niggas get to saying certain things, like that's that ego part. That's the ego part. You know what I'm saying? And it don't need to be that. You know what I'm saying? It don't need to be that. We're not challenging people's manhood. Like nobody out of Cole, Dot, and Kendrick, it wasn't ever about. It was always about stature, where I rank amongst my peers, who the
Mhm.
best. It was never a violent competition. You see what I'm saying? So it was literally iron sharpen iron. The other shit that comes in,
Mhm.
like I said, that Ross is saying, I'm like, that's not the dynamic of the conversations that's taking place.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Even with Metro and Future, all this, that, like, they not talking violently to him. He not
yeah.
saying nothing violently to them. You know what I mean? So I don't want it to get cluttered to where it then become some real type. You know what I'm saying? Some real animosity. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Misunderstandings, cool. I don't fuck with you, you don't fuck with me. Who cares? That's fine. But it's the extra shit. Like when everybody want all that, man. So I think that need to leave. Other than that, I'm good with everything. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking forward to what Drake do next because like again, some of these niggas ain't gonna say nothing. So we know the niggas that is Kendrick and Ross, because Ross ain't got nothing better to do because he went at 50. So literally that nigga can hold his
Mhm.
own. You know what I'm saying?
I got a question.
Uh,
How big an asshole you think Drake
yeah.
is for everybody, even niggas that you put on, like the weekend you put on? You helped out Futures. I mean, the hood was already on Future, but he made him more mainstream by getting him a number one. Stuff like niggas that you didn't legitimately helped is now
He
like
got him
forget
over to
you.
Taylor Swift. Shit.
Well, I
That's why he on
even the
Taylor Swift
Cronin.
album because of Drake.
A lot of people talk shit about Drake, man. So I don't know. Seeing this, it seemed like They like, man, they see
Listen,
blood in the water, and they're like, man, nah, fuck that nigga, man. Even your boy Joe Budden, he don't look like he be liking that nigga either.
hey
Um,
man,
Drake got to
Drake,
be an
I ain't got
asshole,
no problems with you, bro.
man.
Hey, bro, I ain't got no problems with you, Drake. I'm
Mm,
aspiring, bro. You know what I'm talking about? I just want to make my one, maybe 1.5 albums. You know what I'm
mm,
talking about? Put me on the OVO label, and we go
mm.
from there, bro. You know what I'm talking about? I rock an album. You know what I'm talking about?
Drake gonna be
That's
like,
it, man.
who? They be like, who this me? Who?
Exactly. That's a bar. Exactly.
Mhm,
It's a good
mhm.
ass bar. Thank you, Franz. You got it.
Man, shout out to them boys, man. Yo, keep that shit on wax. I do like what
Shout
Boosie
out,
said.
man.
Boosie
Yeah.
said you saw what Boosie was talking about. He was like, everybody hype about this shit right now, and
No.
then somebody mess around and get killed because they homeboys took the shit serious, and then we're gonna be all like, rest in
Yeah,
peace and all
that
that.
too. That too.
And we shouldn't have did that. It's supposed to stay on this. He's like, it's entertaining now, but that stuff has ramifications. You know what
Yeah,
I'm talking about? Like they gonna be around each other
that's true.
sometime, someplace, and it ain't that
At some point.
serious.
Yeah.
It ain't that serious. I
Yeah.
understand it's entertaining.
I
It's great for
know you
battle
ain't got
rap
no trousers
because
on
they
with your khakis,
understand.
white boy. Hmm?
It's good for battle rap because they understand what the game is. So they come in there, they
Hey.
understand we're gonna get talked about. They dap each other out on the way out. It's gamesmanship, but rap beefs is a little different. Sometimes, every time I hear Kendrick talk, he always talk about the sport of it. Even in that little diss that he did on J. Cole, he talked about that too, about the sport of it. And that's what it seems like Kendrick
What hip
wants.
hop
He
is.
like uh, it seemed like Kendrick wants the sport of it. He wants to be competitive, and people taking offense to the competitiveness. And that's why I think he been on Drake head ever since Control. Because he's like, nigga, you got all sensitive when I
Mm.
said your name on Control, so I'm gonna keep on saying your name till you say something crazy. So I that's what I think. I think Kendrick is more of I'm a fan of hip hop. I appreciate the competitiveness of this. So even if I go out here and
Yeah.
lose, it's fine. I just want to be tested. I want that because every
Yeah.
great has that. Every great has that battle that they can go back to and say they was in this rap battle with this person or that. And to
Bring it
be the
back to its
greatest,
purest form.
yeah, and to be the greatest, unfortunately, you got to beat somebody that's also considered a great. We got Jay-Z win against Nas, two
Yeah.
greats. You gotta be considered. Without that, there's always that little asterisk by people's name. And then they
I had
consider
Nas winning that, just so for the record. I had
uh,
Nas winning that, just that's for the record. You know what I'm saying?
I, I don't know.
Personally.
But you
Personally.
just
Got Nas on
that's
that
why
one.
that's why it really don't matter if you win or lose. Hip hop is hip hop, man. It is what it is at the end of the day, man. If we could just keep it
It's
on,
talked about.
just keep it on that, you be straight. That's why I guess that's why so many people was so, that's why you was so down about J. Cole too. Like, nigga, it's just hip hop. Like, we don't need all that. I'm sure
Ain't
motherfucker
nothing
get over
serious, dog.
it.
Ain't nothing serious.
Yeah, I
You know what
got
I'm
you.
saying?
But he ain't feel good in the spirit, man. I respect it. I respect it.
Look, dude, I ain't trying to hear him. Like, I don't care if a million shots come his way. He better not say nothing.
He
Stand
said he
on this
wasn't gonna
good
say
vibe
nothing.
energy and that good aura, nigga. No, I don't care who say something.
Well, now he said he wasn't gonna say nothing to Kendrick. He
Don't
need to get
say,
Simba ass back. I'll be on Simba
look,
ass. Like, nigga, don't be talking about me, nigga.
look, man. Hey,
Mhm.
look, look here, man. I don't
Mhm.
want to hear Cole say nothing to nobody.
But
If
that's
it
not
don't
the.
sit right with you and Kendrick, it shouldn't sit right with you and nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because that
But
ain't who you trying to be.
but
So
that's his thing, man. I know he ain't gonna say nothing to nobody. That's just not him. He on that Bob Marley peace type shit, man. That's why he grew his hair out. He don't like Rastafarian type shit. He chilling, man. He don't want that. He don't want them vibes, man. That shit mess with his spirit. Again, I know hip hop wise, it's kind of hard to grasp, but on some man stuff, I understand. You know what I'm talking about?
look, bro. He can't in no song say that no niggas want it with him. Niggas is scared of him. He can't talk cocky and no record about his competition, his peers, hip hop. He cannot, because now I don't believe anything that you're saying. You don't walk back from the fucking element that this actually exists, that exudes from it.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the main ingredients, man. And you didn't want that. You can't come out with no future record talking about, yeah, I'm this, I'm that, don't nobody see. Nigga, what?
He
The
don't really rap
nigga
like that no
7
more.
minutes. Of,
He don't rap like that.
look, I don't want to hear it. I
He don't.
don't want not one bar. The first bar here, I'm frisbeeing your shit. Well, I ain't got no CD no more. I'm gonna just delete the download. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I'm
I
still
don't
on J.
believe you.
Cole. Shout out to J. Cole, man.
No, I don't
Uh,
want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear fake shit.
mm.
I don't want to hear that.
That's all you
Make
listen to,
believe
though.
bars. I don't
That's all
need
you listen to. All this fake shit.
who.
All rap is
I listen
fake,
to me.
huh?
I don't listen to these. I listen to me.
Man,
Nigga, I
please.
get
You
in the
listen to
car. I don't
niggas
care who
too.
with me.
Man, please.
No, I listen to me.
How much you think
I listen to
Fabulous actually
R&B.
did that he rap about, man?
Oh, back then, man, 100,000% of it.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
But
Them
see,
niggas ain't
the,
do all this
the
shit.
the great thing is, the great thing is, he ain't made no songs like that really in a
Mm,
long time. So now, like, even when he makes stuff, it just be about past shit. It
mm,
ain't about current shit. He got current bars just, because he punches and shit like that. But
mm.
he ain't talking about, you know what I'm saying? He more in the lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Not his lifestyle. You know what I'm talking about? So um
I don't
it
believe
is
none
what
of
it
it.
is, man. I ain't tripping.
I don't believe
I believed
nobody
all Fab was
except
saying, man.
Young Thug. Whatever Young Thug say, he did that shit. Nigga. Everybody else, because he in jail. Well, he in court for real, for real. I believe that nigga. Everybody else, nah, I don't believe them niggas, man. Nobody else, I believe. I don't believe Jay-Z with all that shit. Um, I don't
Oh, you
believe
phase
Jeezy,
on loving him?
huh?
You phase on loving Hove?
Well, I'm not Zion loving. No, I'm just saying I don't believe it's entertainment purposes. And I think we all need to, as a hip hop
Um,
community, because just in case our rappers are stupid, we need to stand on business and say that all this shit is for entertainment purposes, so we don't have our rappers going to jail over dumb shit because they told on themselves. All this shit fake.
think what it is more so the stretch of the imagination. Like,
Mhm.
they take the truth, but they just stretch it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it sounds better if I say it this type way.
Mhm.
So yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? There's truth within the lie,
Yeah.
but the lie be about 70% more than the
Mhm.
30 that you give. Now, if you keep it 50-50, that's different. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. I don't know.
I believe it's
I don't
somebody.
know.
It might be
It
somebody you
is
knew,
all the time.
somebody you saw, something like that, but it ain't you. So shout out.
But I would feel weird if I spoke lies. You know what I'm talking about? Just cause it's entertainment, and everybody's passion is different, which is why they
Mhm.
do shit the way that they do it. You know what I mean? Because they want to get ahead. I'd rather be myself so I don't get lost though. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? While
that's
I'm on my path. That's
I understand,
just
but
me,
I
man.
mean, sometimes people got entertaining lives. You watch your life, you kind of boring, so you see what they doing, and you can put it in word form. You can make a snappy tune, and so you do it. That's what it is. I don't believe Drake do half of the shit he be talking about, nigga. You think Drake be doing all that shit? Like, come on, man.
Yeah, he
Man,
got a
that
lot of money.
nigga,
That's Michael
huh?
Jackson.
Yeah,
There's a difference between Mike then and Mike now. And what's a prince to a king? You my son, nigga. Oh my God, that
I
nigga
didn't, I
was
didn't, I didn't get that. Mike,
sad,
it's a
bro.
difference between Mike then and Mike now. Both he dead. What you talking about? I didn't understand that bar.
The Mike then and man, I understood it. Like, it just depends on where you allow it to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you talk about Mike then, he could be talking about Michael Jackson, Jackson 5. He
I
was a
got
young
you.
boy. He ain't know no better. When he first came in, wet behind the ears, still trying to figure shit out. But now I'm Mike now. Oh, I don't took this to a whole nother. The fact that the boy is in the conversation of greatest artists of all time,
Mm,
being mentioned with Michael Jackson says a lot. I don't
for
hear
sure.
nobody mention Kendrick with Michael Jackson. They just say he's one of, if not the greatest rapper, you know, is
That's
how they coin him, but not. artists. We talking like that shit different, bro.
But that's why I think that comparison is great because Michael Jackson was on some pop shit,
Man,
and that's what Drake is on, pop shit. Prince,
dang, man.
he has like a fan base that's.
Pop shit and popping shit. You know what I'm saying?
I got
Big
you. I
difference.
got you. I think it's a great comparison though. You know what
It's
I'm
different.
saying? Both of them great artists. You know what I'm saying? Both of them real appreciated, depending on what where you stand at and stuff like that. Both great artistry. I like that they did that. Now I did like that flip talking about what's a you know what I'm saying, what's a prince. You with my son nigga and all that. I thought that was dope. I just didn't understand there's a difference between Mike then and Mike now. I'm like, Mike now is dead. Like I don't understand that part. Like that I thought that was a little bit of stretch, but hey, it is what it is. That's just me going a little too far. But man, let's get up out of here, Chief. I think they had enough, man.
Oh,
Mhm.
had enough, y'all. Well, remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment to this podcast, man. We try to keep you thoroughly entertained, not by lies, not by this is not entertainment. We are who we are. So also remember
Nah,
to follow
I'm
us on
lying.
Instagram
I'm
at the
lying all day. Forget
MVP_podcast.
what book talking about. I'm
You
lying
lied all
100%.
day.
Yeah, all day. Fuck that. Nigga. Shit. Ain't nobody holding this shit against me. If I say something stupid, I lied. You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about? That's
man.
good. Mhm.
That nigga here, boy. Man, I gave y'all the idea to make sure y'all also email us at bestviewpodcast@yahoo.com if you got any inquiries, suggestions, got some topics you want us to discuss, something that we missed, something that you're going through, man, send it our way, man. We're going to give you the best advice that we got, men, women, children alike. You know what I'm talking about? We're going to do what we can for y'all. Children, if your parents getting on your nerves and you don't know how to tell them, shut the fuck up, send it to us. We might got a way to help you out. You know what I'm talking about?
I
Might
ain't
got
got
a
no
way.
way.
So just know they on that bullshit. Yeah, yeah. We got you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to
Mhm.
discriminate. You know what I'm talking about? White people, send it through. You know what I'm talking about? You don't like your black counterparts? Send it through. How do you get through to these Negroes? We'll help you. You know what I'm talking about?
Mhm.
Negroes, you don't know how to get across to the other Caucasians? Let us know. We'll help you. You know what I'm talking about? Women don't know how to talk to your man. Let us know. We'll help you. Women don't know how to talk to these other bitches. Let us know. We'll help you and vice versa. You know what I'm talking about? Bitches don't know how to talk to the women. Bitches don't know how to talk to the niggas. Bitch ass niggas don't know how to talk to bitches. All that shit, man. We got everybody. We got something for y'all. This an all inclusive network. I
Mhm.
like to call it a network because we are the Man's You podcast. Fuck what you heard. You heard?
Mhm. Shout out, man. One real quick before we leave, man. You know, Beyonce came out that country album. She said it's not a country album, it's a Beyonce album, blah, blah, blah. They had a nigga on there called Shabuzi. I think that's his name. Shabuzi?
Shab-
Shabuzi?
did you see the? Yeah, Shabuzi. Did you get the one that I sent you?
Did you send me some?
I sent you a video on WhatsApp. I sent you one
I,
on WhatsApp. The boy did the tipsy.
that's exactly what I'm referring to right now. I didn't see it from you, but I saw it on YouTube and the shit was hard. You know what I'm
I
saying?
sent it like 3 days ago. I sent it
Oh,
a
I
couple
didn't
days
even look
ago.
at it.
That
Yeah, that shit
Yeah,
hard.
that's
Shout
when
out
I sent you
Shabuzi.
the when I sent you all the other stuff. Yeah,
Mhm. Shit, you send so much stuff. I don't be seeing this shit. I mean, there's a lot of shit. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga? You do a lot. Shabuzi. Shout out to Shabooz. Um,
Cebu,
dope
yeah,
ass song. Y'all go check that shit out. I think it's called a bar song. Quotations tipsy, some shit like
yeah.
that. Shit hard. Shout out to Jaquan. Um, Jaquan, don't be no hoe ass nigga and try to ask for no money, man. You know what I'm saying? Let the nigga eat. You know what I'm talking about? But that shit was hard.
Hey,
Country
nigga
song.
had the right drink in there too, bro. Nigga
That
had
is
my
whiskey.
drink, that Jack Daniels, boy. Oh man, I said,
Mhm.
oh, this nigga made this for me, nigga. Why did you put up?
You need to try that Uncle
Hey man, I'm
Nearest
about
when
to
you
make
come
me a.
back.
Okay, I'm making me a country record too, man. I'm inspired, man. Like I ain't gonna hold you. Like I heard this nigga, I was like, shit, that nigga got a country song. Shit, motherfucker, I can make a country song my damn self. Let's get it, baby. Hey, Lucille. Like I'm coming, dog. It's
Well,
on the way. It's on
please
the
put
way.
it down there as a
I
bonus
told
track,
y'all,
man.
man. I'm just a creative spirit, dog. I'm doing whatever come to mind. You know what I'm talking about? And trust me, I ain't. I'm not putting no bullshit attached to my name. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? Trust me. A couple tracks I've been making that I'm like, I just ain't feeling myself. People saying, nah, keep it, keep it, keep it. It'll come to you. I don't you know what I'm saying. If the
Mhm.
feeling left, then it's gone. You know what I'm talking
Mhm.
about? So I'm not trying to recreate magic if the magic disappear. You know what I'm talking about? It's lightning in a bottle. You got to strike while it's there. You know what I'm saying? So The ones that I'm supposed to do, they're done. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They're done. So, yeah, I'm gonna try to do a country record though, man. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not even front, y'all. I'm not even lying. So, if I do one, just fuck with your boy. You know what I'm talking about? Fuck with your boy.
Shout out.
I won't do a rock and roll. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect. I don't know how to do that. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. No, I was talking like real, like metallic, like that type. I can't.
Yeah. I don't hear that shit.
Yeah.
It's time to rock with the fellas. Another person can tell you that our show wasn't grooving, so people stop what you're doing and pull up a seat. We got you week after week when you're hearing us speak, and always bringing the heat from the new to the old. The fellas truly are bold. The stories never get cold. Our conversations are gold. If you look at the logo, you see the trophy we hold. If you think it's a game, you know it's all in the name. We discussing it all from our first to the last. You know we stood on our own and promised nothing but last. It's the MVP way. We hope we making your day. There's nothing more we can say, so let the video play. MVP.